What's going on, everybody? For this video, I'm going to be taking a look at, yet again, another Jubilee video. This one has to do with adults explaining things. The question of the video is it okay to date multiple people? Who are these people explaining it to? I have a feeling that it's supposed to be kids. I hope it's not kids because the thumbnail made it look like it was a kid. I kind of hope they're not trying to explain this to kids because really? In any case, let's get this started. I understand that they'll learn eventually when they get older, but really right now you're going to explain this?
Hi.
Hi, Naya. I'm Michelle. How old are you?
I am 10.
You're 10. So are you going into 5th grade?
Yeah.
Do you know who your teacher is going to be this year?
Oh, I actually started already.
You started already?
Yeah.
How old are you, Ty?
12. I like your tattoo.
Which one?
My Neighbor Toto.
You know My Neighbor Totoro?
Yes.
Oh.
My name is Shawan. I'm 5 years old.
You're 5? When's your birthday?
I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to explain this to a kid who doesn't know their own birthday. Do you see this face right now? Do you see this face right now? This is ridiculous.
Today I'm going to talk to you about polyamory. Have you ever heard about that before?
No.
Polyamory? It's where you have either 2 boyfriends or 2 girlfriends like that, or you have more.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Even if I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that I'm open to the possibility of connecting with somebody else.
What? Dad husband or dad husband? I don't get it.
Like an example I like to give when I talk about polyamory is, do you have a favorite food?
I like pizza a lot.
I can't decide.
You can't decide. Perfect example, right? Give me your top 3 favorite foods.
Can I give restaurants?
Sure, yeah.
In-N-Out, Chipotle, and Chili's.
Okay, awesome. Polyamory is saying, great, it's amazing that you love all of those restaurants and you probably love them for all different reasons, right? Whereas monogamy is you can only eat at In-N-Out for the rest of your life and you can never have another restaurant again.
I like that.
Yo, that kid just shut it down right there. It's like polyamory, you can eat at these 3 places however you choose. But for monogamy, you can only eat at this one place. I would like that, bruh.
I feel like if you do get, let's say 2 boyfriends, the other boyfriend would get jealous. Or if you stay with the other one of it, the other boyfriend would get jealous.
That's a really good point, and that does actually happen. I don't have to be equally in love with everybody, right? Maybe you're at school and you want to play with your best friend, but then maybe the next day somebody who you've never played with before invites you over to the swing set. Your best friend, she might be jealous, but that doesn't mean that you don't love her anymore, that you don't want to play with her ever again.
You were comparing polyamory with playing on school swing sets and shit. I can't.
This try love hexagon or something.
Sometimes that works for people in polyamorous relationships. You might have 3 people who are all in a relationship together.
But what if he ends up catching more feelings for her than you? Yeah, you're not good for me anymore. Me and Susie, who I met last night, which you allowed me to date, yeah, we're leaving. Bye.
That's absolutely a possibility. Everybody is allowed to follow their heart in whatever way makes sense to them. So even though it would be painful that my partner might have stronger feelings for somebody else, I would want them to do whatever made them happiest.
All right. What made you want to date and go freaky with everyone?
Oh, this kid asked the best question so far.
It wasn't like a lightning bolt from God and all of a sudden I knew, but it was I want to allow myself to be as close to my authentic self as possible.
Okay, say you were to get pregnant, how would you know who the father was?
I like these questions.
Because you're seeing all these men, how could you keep track?
Oh, this is great. This is great. The best part is more so that these people are trying to, give their side of what, polyamory or monogamy or whatever. And the kids are just like, so how do you do this? How do you do this? Where's the sensibility in this? Like, they're questioning it, which they should, but it's just really funny because the look on the woman's face is just more like, it's going to be that kind of time, isn't it?
Let's go to boyfriend number 1. Are you the father? Take the DNA test. Nope, okay. Boyfriend number 69,420. Are you the boyfriend? No, okay. Well, that's all of them.
Well, for me personally, if I'm going to get pregnant, it's going to be a very intentional, purposeful thing. And at that point, I would probably just want to focus on the one person that I would want to have a family with.
All right. All right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
This is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. Look at the kid. Look at the little kid. It's like, does this make sense? She doesn't even know what her birthday is. And you're asking if this actually makes sense to her? Stop it.
Thanks for your time.
Bye.
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 Enjoy your free life.
Bye.
Just interview that kid. That kid there probably embodies most of the people watching this episode.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Evan. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Evan.
So how's it been going today? Like, do you have any thoughts on kind of like monogamy or polyamory?
Yeah, I say monogamy is not bad.
Monogamy's not. Why don't you think it's bad?
Like, it's not bad. It's good.
I am leaning on the other side on being free to choose and to have many partners.
Free to choose. Why do you say that?
Because you just don't want to lock yourself up with one person and say, bam, that's your wife, great, now don't do anything else. You must only love her and you must only be with her forever.
That is intense. Do you have a favorite Disney princess?
Yes.
Who is it?
I have lots of them, like Cinderella, Ariel, Belle.
And they all have just one prince.
Just one prince.
Yeah. And that's kind of what like makes it so amazing, is that like Belle finds her one prince. It wouldn't really be the same thing if Belle had like 5 princes.
It will be silly.
How many girls have you dated? And how many times have you watched Netflix and chilled with them?
Do you see the look on his face? He's just taken aback, like, whoa, what? This kid asks some really good questions, and he's thrown both of them off. If you want to go one way or the other, more power to you. Who came up with the idea for this episode to think that it was a good idea to post adults explaining to kids what these are and which of the two do you want to go with? Like, whose idea was this? I get it that you'll learn it in school or social media, Wikipedia, Google, whatever the case might be, but you just kind of have one person on each side saying, it's this, that, and the third. No, this is how we're educating people now. Like,
I've never met a person, I don't know how to say it.
Do you think that it's good that your parents are monogamous?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think like your mom would like it if your dad had another girlfriend?
No.
High 10s, high 100s. You gotta give me a ballpark here, man.
this kid was asking this man his body count. Why can't these guys answer the question? You're the ones who wanted to try to convince them one way or the other, so they're going to ask these questions, so answer them. Sounds reasonable.
More than 2, less than 100.
More than 2, less than 100. All right.
Do you see these just in movies and that's why you decide to be monogamous, or do you decide on your own decision?
That's a really great question. There is something about having one singular partner, one person you can truly depend on, that actually kind of help like simplifies everything, because it's about that stability and about that person who you know, no matter what happens in your life, that they will be there for you.
50,
Less than 50.
40,
It's narrow enough.
3.
It's narrow enough.
Okay.
Are you bored with one girlfriend?
No, because, you know, like my girlfriend's my princess, and just like Beast never gets bored of Belle, I never get bored of my girlfriend. Do you want to get married someday?
That's if I ever get married. But
If you
first,
ever
I'm
get-
gonna work on trying to get a girlfriend first.
You said a girlfriend though,
Yes.
like one girlfriend.
I have to work on getting one first before I try to get more.
Let's just say I think you're gonna get a girl. So once you have this girlfriend, are you cool with like her having another boyfriend?
As long as she's cool with me having another girl.
You don't think that like you would feel jealous if she was like kissing another dude?
Well, as long as she doesn't feel jealous that I'm kissing another girl. But I have to ask you a question.
Sure.
If monogamy is so great, then how come the divorce rates are so high?
That's a really
Why are
great.
people getting married just to say, you know what, it's over. I don't want to be with you anymore. Take the dog, okay? I'm taking my son.
Did this kid just say, take the dog, I'm taking the son? Just make a series for this kid, and I'm certain it's gonna be gold, okay? It's gonna be gold.
I actually think that's a really great question, but like I think it's usually way more complicated than that. And looking at people who have been divorced, like it's not just because someone like wants another partner. There's like a lot of reasons why people might get divorced.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh, for sure.
Well, what's your favorite food?
I don't really have a favorite food, man.
Name a favorite restaurant.
My favorite restaurant is Terra at Italy, and I would eat there 7 days a week.
If you were to only eat there just for the rest of your life, you wouldn't.
No, but people aren't inanimate objects that provide calories like food, so I don't quite
It's a
see it.
metaphor, dude. It's a metaphor.
It's a good metaphor.
Well, to make a nutritious and full circle meal, you have to have several things on it, correct? For some guidelines, you must have your grains, which could be a girlfriend. You could have your vegetables, which could be another girlfriend. And then 50% protein, which could be your wife. The other drink on the side could be, I don't know, maybe another girlfriend. It takes many pieces of the pie to create one dish.
When it comes to food, that's true. But
Let's just say your girlfriend goes out for a couple of weeks. What do you do when you feel a zing? A lustful feeling, you must say. What do? You're hungry. You're hungry for some human meat.
Yo, this kid's just trolling them. That's what just happened. He's just trolling them. It's great. I think this kid realizes how ridiculous this may be. This entire video might be. And at this point, he's just trolling. And I commend them for that. I commend the kid for it.
absence makes the heart grow fonder. I would fast, and then that meal would be even more delicious once I finally had it.
But what if she is somewhere off getting her human meat from someone else and making a mukbang video?
Well, assuming you don't literally mean she's a cannibal, because that would
No, of course not.
prompt some
We're
other
not
issues.
savages here.
You know, I have a lot of confidence in the nutrition that I provide. Once you go to the buffet and once you like pick out, like you might get sick and then maybe you'll change your mind. But look, you haven't even had a girlfriend yet.
Ouch.
Monogamy doesn't mean you only eat one thing to start. It means you try everything and then you settle on your favorite food. Anything else?
That's all my questions. I am satisfied.
See? Thanks, man.
That was amazing. It was on point with just making fun of the entire situation.
I almost made him break, but we ran out of time.
Can you move your chair towards whoever convinced you?
Okay. it's good to have more than one person in your life. I feel like when you love someone, you just love that one person.
If you have a lot of friends, that's okay. But for a boyfriend, that will be a little bit silly if you have a lot of boyfriends.
I'm undecided because I choose both. I would rather choose my palate and taste other different types of foods and then settle on one.
What did you say at the end there?
And then settle on one.
Well, one more time?
Settle on one.
Come on over, Ty.
Hey, that doesn't mean that I still can't taste other foods when I'm having my entree, because it's kind of like eating at Yogurtland. When you're still eating, you can still sneak on over to the side and add a little more to your dish. I can't cut this shirt in half, so I'll just put it right there. Do I have to choose a side? Okay. I'm ready.
Did they really have to force this kid to choose a side? Like, oh my God. Are you kidding me right now?
Whew. Oh, here he comes.
Because why do I have to choose when I can just do both?
Which I think that's technically polyamory, just saying.
Oh. Okay then.
I disagree. I think that it's monogamy. It's like dating and then settling on one.
You guys sound like politicians. I'd rather end in a tie.
He's not wrong saying that they sound like politicians. Like they're trying to convince one side is better than the other. Again, why? Why are they doing this video?
But if you have 5 boyfriends on Valentine's Day, you would get 5 boxes of chocolate.
That's too much. I'll have a tummy ache.
I respect your choice, and I think that as you get older, you're going to see that you have the opportunity to make whatever choices make you happy. And if monogamy makes you happy, that's okay. And if polyamory makes you happy, that's okay too.
I think something that's really interesting is that like when I made my arguments, I didn't have to really like explain anything other than point out like their parents, and I could reference Disney or anything else that just like reinforces monogamy. And I did that, and that was, you know, manipulative in my strategy. But I think it's really important to be just aware of like how strong that influence is.
Thank you. Regardless of where the kids stand today, I think it's important for them to know that an alternative to that narrative exists.
It's kind of like both sides are like yin and yang, the chaos and the good, and the good and the chaos.
Well said.
I don't get why they did this. I don't really think at the end of the day that these people really should be trying to teach them between the two. What was the thought process in terms of trying to get kids one way or the other? 2 of them, it might stick. For the kid who's 5 who doesn't know when their own birthday is, I don't think it's gonna stick. The only thing that I can find positive from this video is that kid who was asking some hard-hitting questions, and I feel was slightly trolling the both of them for a bit. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time.